One of the ways you can get students re-involved into learning is to introduce the idea of games and activities. However, depending on your topic, it can sometimes be quite difficult to come up with ideas, and this is where Teacher's Buddy comes into play. With a few clicks of a button, you can come up with a whole heap of different ideas for even the most abstract of learning topics. To get into this generator, we go into the Inspiration tab of Teacher's Buddy, and you'll find an option there called Games. Once we get into this screen, we want to enter our topic. Now you can be as broad or specific as you want to be. For example, I'm going to type in narrative writing for Year 7 students with a horror theme. The more specific you are, the more relevant the games and activities will be to your particular topic. Once I've entered my topic, I simply select my output language and click on the Generate button. The AI will get to work and start creating some output ideas for you. If you don't like the ideas that it initially comes up with, you can click the Generate button again. Sometimes the AI will give you a detailed breakdown of how to perform an activity or a game. Other times it will just come up with a summary list of ideas. So you should never be afraid of rerunning the Generate option. This time it's come up with the idea of collaborative storytelling, choose your own adventure, some writing prompts, some character development, and a horror book club. If I click Generate again though, I'll get a different set of answers. You can pick and choose the ones you like best. This time though, it's actually gone into quite a lot of detail. It's actually provided objectives, materials, and the actual steps to perform the activity or the game. So this time we've ended up with create your own monster, starting with a scary setting, or finish the horror story. And the details have been provided of the required materials and the actual steps required to set up the game or the activity. Teacher's Buddy also has another great option that you can have a look at for gamifying an entire topic. To use this option, we click on the Gamify button instead of the Games button. Once again, we type in our topic, but this time we don't have to be too specific. I've decided to include the term horror theme in my topic because when it gamifies it, I'd really like some gamification ideas that relate to the horror theme. You'll notice that it gave you several other ideas that you could use in this particular theme, but when we scroll down a little bit, you'll see that it creates a bunch of badges. Now, badges can be used as a rewarding system for narrative writing for Year 7 students, and you'll notice that each of these badges have a horror theme related to them. If you don't like these ideas, you can click the Generate button again and you'll get an entirely different set of badges. As you can see, the ideas are quite different, and this time it decided to break it down into various groupings. We've deliberately built a randomness factor into Teacher's Buddy to make sure that you're always getting fresh ideas. This means that you won't always get the same answer every time you run the AI. Even though some of the ideas may seem familiar, there's often a different twist on the output that's generated. So there you go, there's a couple of ways that you can introduce gamification or activities into your classroom. The best thing to do now is to jump on and give it a go yourself and type in your own topics.